morning, students. Today we are going to start our next topic, acceleration. Clearly, it is a new topic for you, but you have to keep one thing in mind to remember it forever. Remember that acceleration always produces when there is a change in velocity with respect to time. I repeat, acceleration always produces whenever there is a change in velocity with respect to time, then there is an acceleration. So this is the definition I have also written here, and it is also in the book. You can define acceleration like this: change in velocity per unit time. Change in velocity per unit time. Or second definition, rate of change of velocity is called acceleration. So both the definitions are right. In your book, this definition is written, rate of change of velocity. So it has the same meaning. Rate means with respect to time. I have already explained to you what is meant by rate. Rate means with respect to time. If you write this definition or this definition, that both definitions are correct. Now, acceleration is denoted by small a, as I have written here. And mathematically, if you write it, you can write it like this. It is just the noted down, just the definition. Change in velocity over time taken. The same meaning. It is the same definition, but in mathematical form. Now you know that how we find the change in velocity. Remember that change in velocity is always found by final value of the velocity minus initial value of the velocity and divided by time. So this term, final velocity minus initial velocity, is called the change in velocity. Whenever you have to find a change in something, like in velocity, always subtract the initial value from the final, then you find the change in velocity. Okay, now in symbolic form, final velocity is denoted by Vf. V for velocity, small f for final value of velocity, minus sign, initial velocity, Vi, I for initial, V for velocity. So this is symbolic form of these two terms. Now time, you know, denoted by t. So in this way, this becomes the formula to find out the acceleration. It is the formula to find out acceleration. A equals Vf minus Vi over t. So this formula you have to keep in mind. So this formula can also be modified in this form. If you cross multiply t with A, then it becomes At equals Vf minus Vi. So this is the first equation of motion. We also prove graphically in our next topic. So this is our today's topic about acceleration. And what is the unit of acceleration? You also have to keep in mind, unit of acceleration, unit meter per second square. Why we say meter per second square or meter per second? Because velocity is measured in meter per second. This velocity is also measured in meter per second. Then meter comes one time, time becomes a square. So that's why meter per second square is the unit. Just don't go into the depth of this unit. Just notice down, keep in mind that unit of acceleration is meter per second square. Okay students, next topic related to the acceleration is uniform acceleration. Remember, I have explained to you what is meant by uniformity in the physics. Like you have studied uniform velocity. Recall your term uniform. Uniform means same. So here also you have to define in the same term, uniform acceleration. If you understand the definition of acceleration, then it is very easy to define uniform acceleration. If somebody has equal change in velocity, you know how acceleration produces. As I have explained to you in my previous lecture, acceleration always produces whenever there is change in velocity. So whenever you have to define uniform acceleration, you have to start this word, change in velocity. So that's why you will write, if in uniform acceleration, if somebody has equal change in velocity in equal interval of time, however short the interval may be, those interval may be short, then that acceleration of the body is known as uniform acceleration. I think you must have understood. If you have understood the same concept of uniform velocity, so notice down, uniform velocity produced by uniform like equal displacement. Here acceleration produced by change in velocity. That's why you have to write word equal change in velocity, equal interval of time. Then that acceleration is known as uniform acceleration. Now next is the kinds of acceleration. There are two major kinds of acceleration. One is positive acceleration Second is negative acceleration. First of all, I will explain what is meant by positive acceleration. Positive acceleration mean in positive acceleration you have to keep two things in mind. Velocity of the body always increases, and the direction of acceleration is in the direction of motion of the body. So these two things you have to keep in mind in positive acceleration. In positive acceleration, velocity of the body always increases, and the direction of acceleration is in the direction of motion of the body. Mean in which direction the body is moving, the direction of acceleration is also the same. So then that acceleration is known as positive acceleration. So always remember one thing: whenever there is positive acceleration, there is no change in direction. Without change in direction, you also have to keep in mind. So many examples you can think about these positive acceleration, but in your book they have not written any example. So just you have to keep in mind the definition only. But I will tell you one example, like fighter aeroplane. Fighter aeroplane gains too much velocity, and it can move without changing its direction. So that's why you can give one example of that. That was fighter aeroplane, your fighter jet can move with positive acceleration because its velocity goes on increasing, and the direction of acceleration is always in the direction of motion. If the pilot does not decrease its speeds, then in that case you can give example. But you need not to give example because it is not in your syllabus. In your syllabus is only the definition. Okay, next is negative acceleration. Now if you have understood positive, it is the opposite of this. In negative acceleration, the velocity of the body decreases. Notice down here velocity increases, but in negative velocity decreases, and the direction of acceleration is opposite to the direction of motion of the body. Notice here is the direction is not opposite, in the same direction, but in negative, direction of motion of the body goes opposite to the acceleration. So that kind of acceleration is known as negative acceleration. Also keep in mind it has three names. One is negative acceleration, that is also second name of negative acceleration is retardation, and third is deceleration. These terms are also written in your book. So examiner can ask you retardation. If some examiner asks you what is retardation, answer must be same. If some examiner asks you what is deceleration, answer must be the same. Mean deceleration also meaning negative acceleration, retardation also means negative acceleration. So these are the terms I have explained to you. Only the definition what I have written, these are also written in your book. You have to keep in mind. That's all.